Corleone never raised his voice. Sonny screamed constantly. One died in his garden surrounded by grandchildren. One got shot at the toll booth. 500 years ago, Machiavelli wrote the manual. 3 principles that separate bosses from bodies. Principle 1. Strategic silence over loud threats. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." But here's what everyone misses. He never said be loud about it. Vito Corleone never raised his voice in a meeting. When he spoke, people leaned forward to listen. Solozzo, his rival, was aggressive, loud, certain. He made threats. He demanded respect. One died in his garden, the other got a bullet in the throat. Psychologists now call this the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less you actually know, the more confident you sound. Real expertise breeds caution. You see complexity, trade-offs, consequences. Today's version, social media rewards volume over wisdom. Algorithms amplify certainty, not understanding. The loudest voice gets the most views. But loud men are predictable, and predictable men are controllable. The Machiavellian question, Vito asked, what do they need to hear? And what should I never say? Strategic silence is not weakness. It is the difference between commanding a room and performing for one. Principle 2. Outrage makes you predictable. Sonny Corleone was the toughest guy in the room. He was also the first to die. Why? His rage made him predictable. One phone call about his sister. One insult. One emotional trigger. His enemies knew exactly how to bait him. Michael, ice cold, calculated, unpredictable. When they killed his father, he did not rage. He planned. He waited. He struck when they felt safe. Machiavelli warned, the first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. But the second, see how he controls his reactions. Today's platforms have perfected Sonny's assassination. They know your triggers. They feed you rage bait. They make money when you stay angry. Neuroscientists can predict it. Outrage content triggers your amygdala, your threat detection center. Your body floods with cortisol. You feel compelled to respond. 147 pieces of rage bait content per day by design. The Corleone move. Notice your first emotional spike and delay reaction. Ask, who benefits if I stay angry right now? Am I being baited like Sonny was? Anger is a leash. The question is whether you will let someone else hold it. Principle 3. Knowledge without action is entertainment. Machiavelli spent years studying Roman history, military strategy, political philosophy. Then he wrote The Prince, not as theory, but as a manual for action. Michael Corleone did the same. He studied the family business, learned every operation, understood every weakness. Then he executed the plan. Fredo consumed the same information, sat in the same meetings, had the same access, but he never applied it. He watched, he complained, he felt entitled. You have saved 247 articles you will never read, screenshot 89 quotes you will never apply, followed 34 thought leaders whose thoughts you cannot remember. It is like watching fitness videos all day but never going to the gym. You know every exercise name, can debate training splits but cannot do a single pull-up. Machiavelli wrote, "Men judge by the eye, not by the hand." Translation: everyone sees what you appear to be. Few feel what you actually do. The Corleone test. For every principle you learn today, name one behavior you will change tomorrow. One conversation handled differently. One decision with new criteria. One habit adjusted. Cannot name one? You did not learn. You were entertained. 3 principles. 500 years of proof. Vito whispered and built an empire. Sonny screamed and died at a toll booth. Michael studied and took power. Fredo watched and got nothing. The algorithm rewards loud. Machiavelli rewards strategic. Choose. Stay predictable and controllable, or apply one principle tomorrow. The difference between bosses and bodies starts now.